Howdy partners, this is Kiram with Clear Imaging. This is us right here, clearimaging.com. We design wicked websites, been at it for 2 decades, helped over 2,500 American companies, fresh web designs. We're taking a look at a website right here, deanroofs.com, a roofing contractor. We're gonna take a look under the hood and see how good this site is in regards to search engine optimizations, SEO. We're gonna see how good the optimizations are and what's wrong and what can be improved. So let's dive in. The first thing I want to take a look at is the title. We see a snippet of the title up here in the tab, this text right up here. And if I want to view that, I'm going to press Control U on the keyboard. And I'll see it in its entirety. And this is it right here. All right, home, Florida, Florida's best roofing company. So that's the title. This is the most important thing you can optimize on your web page for ranking higher in Google for your SEO. And this is a very poorly optimized title. For one, it has the word home in it, which shouldn't be there. Think of it like this. Are you trying to get to the top spot in Google for the search home? Nope. This home means this is the home page. That's why it's there. That's a mistake. It needs to be deleted. You're not trying to rank #1 in Google for home. So next we have Florida's best roofing company. This is decent that we have roofing company here, but if you want to keep it simple, a formula that you should follow is company name, separator, main keyword search, so roofing contractor, and then location, Clearwater, FL. That's a pretty standard title for the home page. So you should follow that format. And roofing contractor, roofing repair, whatever it is you're trying to get to the top spot for, like the #1 you want, pick one. You can throw in maybe one more. For instance, if we put Dean Roofs, that's the name of his company, Dean Roofs contractor. If you wanted to get a little creative like that, roofing repair company. You see how we can kind of sprinkle in these keywords a little bit? It's starting to look a little unnatural, but with some back and forth, we might be able to come up with something decent like that. But you don't want to overdo it. You don't want to put any more than that. You don't want to do it like this, okay? You don't want your title to have a whole list of keywords in a sentence, okay? Don't do it like this, all right? All right, let's keep rolling along here. Another thing I want to look at is the amount of text on the home page. Pretty decent. I would say there's close to 300 words, which is more than most. Typically, you'll see 100 words or less, to be honest. Now, it could actually even do with more. You can never have too much text. That's a really big rule for SEO. The more text, the better. You can never have too much. You can always have too little. Okay, 100 words on a page, who cares? Google is not going to pay attention to that. 1,000 words on a page, you will have Google's attention. 2,000, absolutely. You can never have too much. But now some words of warning on that. You always want to break up your text with headings and subheadings. So I wouldn't just paste in paragraph after paragraph. You want to throw in some larger headings like this for each section, and then some subheadings like this to make it digestible. Also, Google looks at headings to get a hint as to the content of your page to confirm it. So it's very important for your SEO to also put headings in there. The most important heading on the page is the heading 1. We'll do Control U to view the source, Control F to search, and type in H1. And here's the main heading, heading 1. This is basically telling Google, hey, this is the most important piece of text on this page. This guy right here. Your headings should be optimized, okay? But don't keyword stuff them. Don't jam them with keywords. Something like this. This is okay. It's pretty standard. You know, he's got his company name in there, and he's also got his main keyword, roofing. Pretty darn good, but it's missing his service area, and his service area is below, and look, it's in a paragraph. It's not in the heading 1. So he's not going to benefit from that. Instead, I would like to put that in here. So let's make his heading one like this. Dean Roofing Contractors, Clearwater, oops, and St. Petersburg. However you want to do that. It's actually not too long still. It's getting a little long, but it's not too long. So I would add those, remove welcome to, because also anyway, as a separate point for like marketing, people don't even notice this. This is, the welcome to thing has been overdone so much that if you put it in your heading, people won't even bother reading the heading because the mind is saying, oh yeah, it's just another one of these welcome to things. Who cares? Let's not bother reading it. There's no useful information. So don't put that. Try to get their attention with using some adjectives perhaps. But you don't want your heading to break onto 3 lines. 2 lines is okay for your main heading. So it's pretty important to optimize your heading. It's super important to optimize the title, optimize the heading, also important, and then getting enough text on the page and then using subheadings with your keywords. Now some more notes on this with the text and the keywords. So I said, 1,000 words would be a good move, 2,000, 500, over 300 is good. Over 300 is a good start, 500 minimum, but if you can get to 1,000, that's great. But keep this in mind. Don't do it like this. There's a lot of do's and don'ts with SEO. So we're over at chop, and I'm gonna press Control F to search, and I'm gonna type in landscaping. And there are 33 matches for landscaping, and they're all highlighted. So yeah, make a lot of text. This page has 1,000 words, okay? As we just said, we want 1,000 words. But look how overdone this page is. How about Clearwater FL? 26 matches. No human, writes and reads like this. This was all optimized, and nobody wants to read this like this. Google is going to take note of that. So when you make your content, don't stuff it with keywords like this, because Google will detect it and it will devalue your page. So don't make your content like that. Make it all very natural. Just type as you would normally type, and the keywords will present themselves as they do. Don't worry about stuffing them in. So that's a very important point. Another thing you don't want to do with your content would be, let's say, this piece of text right here. We got a decent piece of text. We don't want to have this copied on the bottom of every page. So if we go over to the About page, all right, we've got this. I don't know if that's a copy. Is that the same? Is there a problem with our workmanship? Can't quite tell. But we want to check that we're not having repeated blocks of text at the bottom. So let's go to their service pages. Let's see if there's any repeated blocks of text. No, that's good. You definitely don't want to do that. Wow, look what we just found. Holy smokes. So I'm concerned now with these pages we just found that some of them are going to have duplicate content. So what you'd want to do is you'd want to check these pages and see if they have duplicate content. Okay. So we'd have to go deeper. But you want every page to have unique content, otherwise Google is going to devalue the site. So it has to be written by you, not copied from Wikipedia, or you have to hire someone to write it. And if you do that, you follow these points that we just went over, and then you make lots of pages, one every week, you're really going to dominate in SEO, and you're going to have more content than your competitors, and that's how a small business can win at the game. Optimize your site first, and then create that content fresh, unique, original, week in and week out. So I hope you found that useful. Definitely take what you've learned today and apply it to your website. If you want help creating great content and optimizing your site for Google so you can be found, come on down, clearimaging.com. We design wicked websites. All right, we've been at it for 2 decades. Very few companies have been around that long that do web design and SEO. and we've helped tons of American companies just like yours. So come on down, come to the contact page and let us know if there's anything we can do for you.